Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome back to Project Hospital, where thanks to some very generous payouts from the wonderful Overcure Inc. insurance company, we now have a lovely huge big pile of cash. Look at that. Right now we've got $236,341, which is a marvellous amount of money to behold indeed. The master plan we put into action last time completely worked, sort of. Well, it didn't work at all actually, because the master plan was to unlock the event buttons up here, and we completely failed at that. We got given one random event to deal with and we didn't handle it at all. Well, in fact we handled it so badly that somebody died, but never mind that. Ignore the failure of the master plan and just be amazed by the great big pile of money we've got, which is wonderful. So what we're going to do is, now we've got a little bit of money, we're going to do some little bits and bobs around the place whilst we have that, because I kind of think if we go and build another great big department, we're going to go through all that money quite quickly, and there are a few bits and bobs that we just need to get kind of tidied up around the place. And I've written a list. I've got a little kind of shopping list that I'd like to go through. So let's go out of this screen here, and we're going to go over here to general surgery because, yeah, we nicked quite a lot of their beds. We stole quite a lot of the beds from general surgery to put them over into infectious diseases when there was a little bit of a bed crisis over there and a money crisis as well. So now we've got the money, we can put all these back, which is wonderful. So yeah, we're just going to kind of go and do that kind of thing. Just go and sort things out. Little bit of admin around the place. Just, you know, little bit of tidying up and such like. So here we go. Let's get these beds back in, shall we? In fact, is it worth... Oh no, we only need the beds, don't we? We only need the beds because we don't need to copy the the life support kit because it's already there. Oh, that's quite helpful. Okay, hang on. If I just go to... oh, hang on, what am I doing? Why can't I click on the right? But there we go. That's what I wanted to click on. So yeah, we have the modern beds. So rotate that round. So I think they just have to go there, don't they? Is that it? Are they in the right place? Oh, we need the bedside cabinets as well. Oh, of course we do. Right, hang on. So bedside cabinet, bedside cabinet, bedside cabinet, bedside cabinet. And I think as well, one's going to go in here, isn't it? There's a bed to go in there. So, okay, and then we can get the bed and the bed and the bed and rotate that round and the bed. Okay, does that have life support with it, that one? That one there does. Yeah, that one there. It's that one. Okay, so there we go. Job number one done. I mean, do we, whilst we're here, get another bed into that corner? Can we even fit another bed into that corner? I'm not entirely convinced. Do you know what we could put into that corner? We could put a little place, maybe where the doctors and nurses could wash their hands, because maybe they need to go and wash their hands, and at the moment, if they want to do that, I don't know where they have to go. They have to go into the bathroom over here, which isn't really very good, is it? So I think maybe we just put a little sort of sink or something over there. That might be quite handy, if I can find such a thing. I mean, maybe that's completely pointless. I don't know. Maybe it's a complete waste of time, but we're going to have that anyway. We're going to put a sink in because I kind of feel like we should. The only thing is, I can't see where we can get one of those. Can we get one from over here? There's a stainless steel cabinet. That's the on-corner. I'd like to get... It must be in here then. I'd like to get some sort of equipment type stuff, just so it looks a little bit more like a ward over there, because they must have kind of equipment cabinets and things. So we'll put a couple of different equipment cabinets like that. And then, yeah, we've got lab sinks. I mean, is that okay? Is that acceptable? We'll have a little kind of disinfectant thing on the wall just there. That's okay. And then, yeah, maybe we'll just have a lab sink. Just like that. That'll do. Or a scrubbing sink. We could have a scrubbing sink. Now, I know we don't need... Oh, they're very expensive. Do you know what? I know we have got quite a bit of money, but I don't want to blow it all on sort of little things like this. So there we go. That might help out a little bit. So that was thing number one on the shopping list. And then number two is a similar theme. So we're not going to sort this out just yet. Not quite sure what we do with that, but we've got plenty of spare beds over there on the general ward in general surgery. So that's okay. We do have a lot of muck around here. Do we need to hire another janitor? Because look at that, it's filthy. It's filthy in there. It's filthy around here. It's filthy in here, particularly filthy in there. Maybe we should get another janitor. Okay, so more staff is on the list. It's a thing on the list, but yeah, we're not going to do that right now. So, okay, that was thing number one. And then, yes, thing number two is down here. Let's go in this corner here. 2 orthopedics. And we're going to get some more beds in the general ward over here. Because again, it's kind of not complete and it looks a little bit kind of silly, doesn't it? So we'll get some more beds over here as well. So if we could just kind of grab that setup and paste it over there, that would be handy, wouldn't it? That would save quite a bit of time. So, in fact, that setup... oh, no, here. I was going to say, yeah, because this setup is facing the right way round as well. So if we could grab... Although we are going to grab the windows. Oh, hang on a minute. I've grabbed the wrong thing. Hang on. No, now I've moved a thing. No, grab. Copy, please. There we go. So like that. And then tuck that into that corner. Yes, I think we're going to have some double windows going on. But that's okay. That's fine. Double windows are nice. Look, it makes the room nice and bright. And then we'll just grab that again and put that there. Like that. Wonderful. Okay, that's pretty good. Have they got a wall in between there? Hang on. Have they got a little privacy wall? I don't think they have. There's not one there. Hang on a second. Hang on. Wall. Select that bit. No, they haven't. Look at that. We need to go and sort that out. There we go. Privacy wall applied. Is it on? No, it's not on both sides. It's one just there and one just there. Okay. Right, so that is that now sorted. I would say that's plenty of beds for the moment. That's okay. Oh, hang on. That chest of drawers is not happy at all. That is not happy. I mean, does that need to go somewhere? I think, for the minute, let's put it there, look. They can keep important things in there. That's where they can keep really crucially important thingamajigs. Got a little bit of room over here. I mean, I'm looking at that corner. I think we can get rid of that wall. And then in that corner... How about we have another lovely plant? I know we've got loads of money and we shouldn't be spending it on plants, but yeah, they're lovely. They're lovely plants. Let's have the spiky plant in a nice kind of red plant pot thing. There we go. I quite like that. So there's one on that end and one on that end. Okay. So that is thing number 2 off the shopping list. Then on the shopping list, I've got more beds over in the traumatology ward. And that would make sense, yes, because at the moment there is a bit of a gap over there where we haven't got any beds. We've got some little kind of equipment-y things, but no beds. However, we're not going to fit a bed in there, but we could fit the equipment-y things in there. Okay, that worked out okay. And then we could get more beds along here. Because again, we're sort of, there's space over there to have some beds, but we've never had the money to do it. So we've still got over $200,000. This is wonderful. This is going to help out so much. Right. Okay, so we shall go to here and we shall grab ourselves that kind of setup and tuck it into that corner. And that's another 2 beds and a very long piece of wall. Why is that wall so long? Hang on a second. Let's go and delete that bit of wall. So yeah, there we go. I mean, we could, I suppose in theory, we could move those doors over to the middle, just have one door rather than a double door, and have another bed over there. We might as well, you know what? That's what we're going to do. Decision made. Right, so we'll have that. We'll have restricted area. So that door can go in. I'm fairly certain that door is okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then we can get another bed. We can get another bed in here. We can't get another bed over here because there's not enough room, I don't think. But we can, I think, just about cram another bed into that corner. So, yeah, we'll grab... Oh, no, I've moved the thing. No, don't move the thing. Copy the thing. There we go. And, boop, another bed goes in. And we've gone just under 200 grand now. But still, important things are going on. Because, yeah, the event thing last time was over here in traumatology. It was a big kind of power plant explosion, wasn't it? So people with like burns and injuries and shocks and that kind of stuff. And maybe this department wasn't ready for that. Maybe it couldn't cope. So now maybe it'll be able to cope a little bit better, which is very good. And then, yes, we're going to get this room set up as well. I know that's not overly important, but it is an important break room area. I think, yeah, it's not the most interesting of rooms, but it's where the doctors and nurses and that can go to have a little bit of a rest. You know, it's not going to make us loads of money and it's not going to help with treatments, but it will allow our doctors and nurses just, take the weight off and have a nice cup of tea or something. So I think, yes, we turn this into a proper break room. I mean, it's got the floor and that's kind of it. It's not got anything else. So hang on. There is a break room just there. Is it the traumatology? Is it assigned to traumatology? Hang on a second. Traumatology. Yes, it is. It's a traumatology break room. And we're going to put a traumatology little tiny bathroom in down there as well. So do you know what? let's do the bathroom first, because that's very simple. So I'll just put together a very simple, straightforward bathroom. It's going to have, 5 cubicles in, and a couple of sinks and a bin, and a plant, of course. And that's kind of it. So let's get that in. There we go. One very basic little bathroom setup, nothing too fancy. And we're going to put the little kind of, wall sticker things just by the door, so people know that it is indeed a bathroom. So there we go. That's nice and sorted. And now we can go over to here. So we want to make a nice break room for the doctors and nurses and all the staff. So what are the break room walls like? Hang on a second. So we need to go to here and copy the walls of that one. I mean, that is a very teeny tiny break room, but you know what? It does the job. So yeah, go to walls. And can we please grab that and then turn it into that colour and then just paste it on like this? Now, what exactly is that? It's got the sort of the department colour, then a kind of a brown middle bit, and then a white top bit. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm not so bothered. I just want to know what it looked like. But there we go. Right, so draw that on. Couple of twizzles round. Yeah, I think the original plan was for that to be a bathroom, wasn't it? That was going to be a bathroom. But no, we changed that round a bit. So now we can make this all very lovely. I mean, how about across here, we just have a lot of dining tables where they can all just go and sit? Because that's where they do go quite a lot. So maybe we have a lot of these. Just have loads of those. So have one like that, and one like that, and one in like that. And then just put many fancy chairs. They can be green because we're in the green department. So just pop lots of these in. And, I know the costs are mounting up, but I think it's worth doing. I think this is all worth doing. So there we go. Loads of places for them to go and sit. And then over here, we want to get a few tables. We need some coffee machines and all that kind of stuff. So I think, yeah, let's get that. I mean, what have we got over there? Some of the meal counters are in. We definitely want a couple of these sort of water things. Want to get some of those in, some water dispensers. So how about we put, let's maybe put the water dispensers across there. And then in that corner, we could have, there's like a little sort of corner cabinet thing. That's a wall-mounted one. Don't want the wall-mounted ones. The ones on the floor will probably suffice. So put that there. And then what can we put on there? Can we put something on that? Can we put the coffee machine on it? No, we can't. Okay, that's not really very good. That's a completely pointless thing to have in the corner. Away with you, pointless thing in the corner. I know what we could do. Have a couple of water machines, then have the very important plant. Let's have one of those ones. Like that. That'll do. Lovely plant. And then, maybe over here, we could just have a little sort of bit in the middle where we could put the coffee machine and such like. So have another dining table. In fact, can we have one like that, look? And then could we possibly get, which is the better coffee machine? That one, because it's more expensive. It is therefore better. So have one of those there, and just to treat them, let's have another one just there. Okay, very good. I like that. A fridge wouldn't go amiss, actually. A fridge would not be a bad shout. Can we bring that out a bit? If we put that there, look, they can get coffee from here. Particularly, hang on. What if we, how do I turn that around? Like that. Turn it round, look. So grab that one and turn it round. So you go over here, you get your food and your drink, and then you go over there to your table. So I think, if we have a fridge like that, I quite like that. I mean, do we have another fridge? Just a couple of fridges, just so they can, bring packed lunches or whatever. And then I think we do need to get ourselves a bin. We need a bin because that's what we need. So hang on, grab a bin from there. Pop that just there as you go in. Wonderful. So a new little break room, not the most extravagant of things, but plenty of seats, very fancy coffee machines, places to get a nice glass of water because hydration is important, and fridges as well. I mean, do we maybe, thinking about it, do we want to get rid of one of these? Maybe just pop it into the corridor for now and put down a meal counter. Just so they can grab some food, actually. We'll put one of those in the corner. Yeah, okay, where do we put this now? Where do we put this? I'm not entirely sure what we do with this now. Would anybody like a lovely kind of drinks thing? Any of you guys over here? Would you perhaps like a lovely drink thing? Where can we put this? I don't know where we can put this, where it's going to be useful. Okay. Somebody must want this. Who wants a... Do you know what? In there, look. Splendid. So the doctors and nurses can grab a quick drink if they're a bit thirsty over there in the burn unit. Wonderful. Right. So that's that done. That's that now complete. That's very good. And then, yeah, I think we've got one more thing that I think is going to help out quite a bit. It's over here. So in infectious diseases, we've got a little kind of diagnostic unit room planned out, but there's nothing in it. It's completely empty. And I think that will help. We'll need to get some more doctors in as well. We need to get some more doctors to help out, and that might be a bit of a push because there's not much room in there, but we shall do what we can. But yeah, let's get this room set up as well, because I think that could be quite good. What colour table have we got in there? What have we gone for in here? Hang on a second. Click on anything. It's green. Okay, we've gone for a green table in here. Okay, no. Right, so go to, hang on a minute, infectious diseases. I like being in the right department. So get the exam table and make that green. We shall pop that there so it's not in eyeline as you're coming through the door. And yeah, these can go just here. We'll have a bin and a bin. And of course, we'll have the all-important plant. Let's have that one for a change. We'll have that one. Not had that one yet today. Right, back to there. Okay, we'll put all the sort of equipment in the corner over there, possibly. Put all the kit over there. So we'll have ourselves, yeah, like the sink. Do you want the sink or do you want the sanitary equipment? Let's have both. Let's have both. So we'll have a sink. We'll have sanitary equipment just there, because I quite like that. And then we'll have ourselves, oh, yeah, we need a medical, we need the lamp. Better put the lamp in place. There we go. There goes the lamp. The eye test, of course, can go just there because that makes perfect sense. We need some tables so I can put that stuff down. We do need to get some more equipment stuff. So we'll put that like that. And then maybe, yeah, mobile workstation would be quite useful. That'd be quite handy. Can we put that there? No, because, oh, hang on. I know we can't put it there. We can't put it at the end of the exam table because then they won't be able to see the board with the sort of sight test board thing. We'll pop that there, and then we just need those two things. So yeah, can we get the sort of fancy glass table things? Where are they? Where are they? Have I completely missed it? Oh, hang on, no, we need one of the whiteboards so they can do fancy kind of stuff. Hang on a minute. Pop that there so the doctor can do fancy stuff. There we go. There are the tables. Right, so one there and one just there. And we'll put an audiometer just there and a CRP scan there. And that is a valid room. That's very good. I'm very happy about that. That was nice and straightforward. Still got $181,000. So now I've got another room set up. I mean, is that room a bit boring? Hang on. Can we put some posters around the place? How about, I don't know. What about blood donors? That might be quite nice. And then one about infections. That would be very relevant given where we are. So we'll pop that one there. Okay, so that room is now done. And that was kind of my little sort of mini shopping list. Everything else, I mean, you could look around and find so many things. I mean, look over there, look. There's a whole new cardiography unit we could get in. We could, if we felt like splashing the cash a bit, we could grab a complete clone of the two surgical lounges there and put them over here to maximise the amount of surgical lounges that we have around the place. We could do that, but that would be relatively expensive. Is there anything else that we need to look at? Hang on, no, we have to go and get somebody to clean the floor, because the floor over here is a disgrace. What is going on over here? Hang on. Who have we got working here, if anybody? Go to general surgery. Who's working? So you've been on the day shift. Rain P has been on the day shift. What have you been doing, Rain P? Have you just been having a sit down or something? Because the floor is in an absolute state. That is revolting. I mean, over here it's lovely. Look at that. Whoever works over here as a janitor is doing a grand job. There's hardly anything. Okay, there's a little bit of stuff over there, but not much. But I mean, over here, it's everywhere. Look at it. It's awful. We might need to hire another person. I mean, do we hire them to the day shift or the night shift? It's busier in the day. So maybe we hire a new person onto the day shift and we just kind of put it with the grot for a while and hope that, hang on a second, who's that? Hope that Candy can do a good job at tidying it up. And then in the day, yeah, maybe Rain P needs a little bit of help. So we'll get another janitor in. Here we go. So who would we like to get? Efficiency 71%, dexterity 53%. Or, oh, hang on, Mark Williams. You seem to be pretty good, and you're an early bird. You work much better during the day. I mean, okay, you do live far away, but that's not as bad as it seems for a janitor. That's okay. That's not too bad at all. As long as you get here and then just, really get stuck in and start cleaning stuff, that is fine. So Mark Williams in you come. We're not going to pay the money to reveal your hidden sort of trait thing. Right, but of course, we all know what's coming now. Say it along with me. We've got a new person, so now we need to go to the Wheel of Names. Oh dear, we may have a little bit of a problem. So I use the wheelofnames.com website. I've used that, and I've loaded a list up with all the names of people that want to be part of Project Hospital. And that's absolutely fine. And it's worked flawlessly for all the time that we've been playing this entire series. But I've gone to it now, and it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything on my phone. It's not doing anything in a regular browser. It brings up a kind of a grey wheel, and then it looks like it's not loading anything. It's gone a little bit weird. There's kind of some really massive text, which has been kind of overlaid by some little notification type boxes. So yeah, it's gone a bit weird. It's gone a bit wrong, I think. It is not loading anything up at all. So I don't know the names that are supposed to be on the Wheel of Names. I'm not entirely sure who is on the list and who we've had and who we haven't, because that was kind of my master list of names that we had remaining to choose from. So that's a little bit of a problem. I'm not entirely sure what to do. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'll go and have a look and see who last left a comment on a Project Hospital video, and that person can be thrown into the game whether they like it or not, I suppose. We're just going to pop them in and it'll all be absolutely fine. And that person happens to be LD. So there you go, LD. Welcome aboard. Hopefully that's okay with you. If it's not, and you don't want to be part of the series, you don't want your name in it anymore, then let me know in the comments and I shall remove it and replace it with somebody else. But yeah, for now, you can be here in general surgery and you can go and do some cleaning. And you do have quite a seriously tricky job ahead of you, because this is a very, very filth-laden department at the moment. There's a lot of grot around the place, so you're going to be kept very busy, LD. But yeah, there you go. Welcome aboard. So yeah, you're on the day shift. So I imagine you're going to go straight home now, but then when you come back at 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever, you're going to be kept very busy indeed. Right, there we go. So what we'll do is, let's keep an eye on you, actually. Oh no, not you. Hang on. Runtime on a bit quicker. I want to keep an eye on the janitor that comes in, just to see if they can even make a dent in this nightmare mess that's around here. So, right, Rainp's going home. Hang on. That's Crazy One TMC going home. Where's the janitor that should be working in here then? Are they making their way in? Right, you, there we go. It was Candy, wasn't it? Okay, so Candy, can we have a quick look at you, just to make sure that you are actually doing the cleaning? I mean, it's going to take ages. It's going to take so long, but here we go. Where are you beginning? You are beginning over here. Oh no, just one little bit there. Okay, you are getting on with it. You are doing it slowly but surely. You're getting it sorted. It's going to take ages. I mean, yeah, okay, do the bathrooms. That makes sense. Sort the bathrooms out. Look at it. It's just such a big job. I mean, where do you begin? Look down here. It's like it's got mold growing. Okay, Barbara Martinez is collapsing. Okay. Sorry, Barbara Martinez. Palpitations. Okay, she's down in emergency. She's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. We do need to get some more people kind of all over the place. We need some more staff. The only thing is, I don't want to go through and hire a load of staff and then not be able to name them because the Wheel of Names is unavailable. I need to make sure that we can name them with people that want to be part of our wonderful hospital. So maybe we do kind of hold off with the whole, hiring of people for a while. Although I did have plans to get a bit of a new department set up, and that would kind of sort of ruin things if we couldn't name anybody. Right, hang on. So goes over midnight, down to $179,000, which is still pretty good. Patient numbers and insurance payments are back to normal. Okay, they did come down a bit because, there was a holiday or something. Okay, yeah, you're fine, Lisa Green. You're okay. You'll be okay. Are you one of the... Hang on, are you one of the people that came in... No, you've got a neck ballistic wound. You're not one of the people that came in via... Which possibly blew like that. Came in from the power plant accident thing. Okay, that's fine. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Candy, the janitor over here, has made quite a difference. Look at that. It's not looking perfect, but it's looking significantly better. That is very good. Right, is anybody using the new sort of break room we put together? Is anybody using that? Oh, yes, absolutely people are using it. It's very busy over here. Oh, that's wonderful to see. That's very exciting. And Dusty River. Dusty River's done their thing. Okay, Dusty River, more diagnosis, please, Dusty River. You just keep doing all the good stuff. David Jackson having a minor bit of collapse. I'm sure they're okay. And look at that. Those loos are in use as well. Okay, that's good. I'm quite happy about that. So the things we've put in Might have cost a bit of money, but I think they're proving to be worthwhile additions, which is very good. Okay, what we'll do is then, let's go on straight through to the morning. We'll see what money we have. Hang on, what could be interesting actually? Look at this, look here. So today we've made 2,680, but yesterday we spent 30 grand, but no, we lost 30 grand, but I mean 54 grand of that was on building. We spent quite a lot of money on building things, as we just saw. So losing 30 grand actually isn't that bad. That's quite good. And now today, numbers are back up. Insurance payments are on. What are they on? So patient intake, 98%. Because yesterday's Prestige was only at 88%. Okay, so we're not quite up to 100% patient intake. And the insurance payment is at 100% rather than anything higher. But that's still pretty good. So I think today we should see quite a bit of money coming in. So we're 24 grand down today. Oh crikey, is bed required for treatment stabilisation? Is occupied or your staff has been busy for a long time? Stabilisation. You've been struck by lightning. Oh, okay. Wow. Right, okay, hang on a second. Pause time. Where are you? You're over there. Where do you need to go? Trauma centre. Trauma centre. Aren't you in the trauma centre? What was the problem? A long wait. Bed required for treatment stabilisation. Okay, hang on. So where's that? Where's that? Active treatment says TC hospitalisation. Where's the bed that you need for stabilisation? Again, game, spell this out to me. Just be really obvious. Say, this woman here needs a bed in this room and there aren't enough beds. Please sort that out because I don't know what this means. Bed required for treatment, stabilisation is occupied, or your staff has been busy for a long time. I think it's just because our staff are busy. I think that might be the case. The staff are just very busy. I mean, do we need to get another doctor down here? I think at the minute they're trying to save that person's life, and now they're over here. Oh, there you go. Somebody's working on this person now. Okay, this is good. This is good. They're working on them. Right, so we get through to 8 o'clock. All the money comes back in from the overnight people. I press the correct button, and yeah, we're up on the deal. We are up on the deal. 7 grand. Okay, this is good. This is good. Money is going in the right direction. We could, in theory, if we wanted to, pay off another 20 grand-ish of our bank loan. We could do that. We could get rid of that. Do you know what? Let's treat ourselves and let's treat the bank people. We'll do that. We'll do one lot of 20 grand payback. Just because we've made half of that today already. So, yeah, we'll do that. There you go. Pay back another 20 grand to the bank, and now we're down to $240,000. We don't owe $250,000 to the bank anymore. That sounds quite good, doesn't it? And that room's emptied out quite well. That's very good. Got lots of lovely flashy lights and neon machines going on. That's splendid. There's a haunted stretcher out there in the road. So, yeah, the site of some terrible accident, no doubt, which is why the haunted stretcher is still there. I mean, we have got a bit of room over here where we're not doing anything. There's nothing happening over there. We do need to. Do you know what? Well, we've got a bit of money and we don't want to hire too many people. We could potentially use this opportunity to get in. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. There's blood and grot over here in pathology. We need to sort that out. We haven't got a janitor over there. Hang on a second. Yeah, we could use this opportunity. Whilst we don't really want to get too many named people in because the wheel of names is broken. I'll go and check it's working again now, but I'm not sure. But maybe we could get in our little kind of cafeteria thing. And I'm thinking it could go somewhere around here. Sort of here or possibly here. Because that's kind of central. I mean, here is more central. We know that that's going to be where the operating lounges are. So maybe it could sort of go over here. Although, should we, thinking about it, should we put our canteen, our great big staff cafeteria area, near the infectious diseases department? I'm not entirely sure that might be overly popular, unless we put in a few of those kind of air gap door things to make sure that, you know, all the viruses stay in and such like. I mean, we could do that. We have got some money. We could put some of those in. We could put one there, for example, and then one over there. And that would kind of feel like we are sort of trying to stop the viruses from getting around and out of this bit here. Do you know what? We could do that. Again, I'm kind of getting a bit daft now because I know we haven't got loads of money in the world. But yeah, what that'll do. Let's put one of those there, look. Like, I mean, I don't know which way around these are supposed to go. I don't really know. I don't know what these are. I think with the little cards on this side. Although I'd say the cards on that side. No, maybe on this side. So when you leave, you wash your hands as well. There's a little kind of sort of hand wash type thing. So we'll put that there, look. And then right across the other side, we'll put another one just there. So there we go. $4,000 well spent, I think. So now they're kind of your air gapping, whatever it's called, air sort of sealing off this bit here where all the viruses are. So then maybe, yeah, we could get our sort of cafeteria thing over here, which I think would be quite exciting. So yeah, it's part of the admin department. And then we can go to here. And yeah, we haven't got one. So a cafeteria, employee canteen, place to eat proper meals, minimal room size, 4x2. I mean, that's a very small cafeteria right there. I think we can make ours a little bit bigger. So I think, yeah, maybe we get one of those in and we put it around here because that's kind of nice and central. So do you know what? Let's do that, shall we? Let's get a nice place for our staff to go and have a proper sit-down meal. I mean, these rooms are lovely, but we'll see what the cafeteria looks like. So we know there's going to be a wall across here. That corridor can come right down here. So the only thing is, who is going to own what bit of this? Because the floors represent the department that it owns. So how are we going to get this bit in? I mean, maybe we'd have that coming. No, that's from general surgery. So that might come down to here. So we could have the blue coming along to here. General surgery like that. And then, yeah, what's going to come along this side? I don't know. Maybe general surgery again, actually. Joe, well, let's do that, shall we? Right, okay, that's fine. So let's go to here, and we shall grab that wall, and we'll do the lovely thing where we can drag the rectangular walls. So we'll have 3 like that, coming all the way. Is that 3? 1, 2, 3. So that down like that, and that's wonderful. And then we shall grab that wall. That'll do, I think. And then we'll do the same there like that. Excellent. And now we need to chop some bits out, of course, because that's all a bit silly. So take that bit out, take that bit out, take that bit out, and take that bit out. Okay, so that's looking good. Then we need to go to general surgery. And hang on, let's do the floors first, actually. Hang on, we'll do the floors and then we'll do the zoning. So the floor, just there, general surgery all the way down. And then over here, we go to there. And that is going to be the, whatever that is, radiology flooring. And then we need to go to general surgery. And then go and get ourselves a corridor. And then run that corridor to there. And then run it all the way down there. There we go. And then we do the same with radiology. Their corridor comes all the way down like that. No, it doesn't, because I did that wrong. It comes all the way down like that. That's a bit better. Right. Okay, so now we've got that little corridor bit done. We've got that bit there where 2 new fancy operating lounges can fit when we feel like it, although it will be very expensive. So then, yes, where do we put the wonderful new cafeteria type thing? I mean, I kind of feel like it should go over here. How big do we make it? And how do people get to it? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, yeah, that could be an easy way to it. At the moment, they're going to have to come up in these elevators and walk all the way through and along here. So I wonder, do we sort of just pop a little corridor bit across here just so people can get through? And then maybe a bit going that way? Just again so people can get through. Haunted wheelchair. I think maybe, yeah, let's do that, shall we? So hang on, go back to here. Go to the admin department. Cafeteria. What we're going to do is we're just going to drag a bit on like that for now. What do we have in here then? So dining tables, chairs, individual dining tables, fancy chairs, which of course we shall be having, meal counters, wooden chairs, not fancy enough at all, cafeteria counters, coffee machines. It's a little bit like one of these, but possibly just a more grandiose version with lots of dining tables and such. So I mean, how big are they? So we could fit quite a few in, but I don't think that's big enough. If we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. So I wonder if we stretch that out to kind of go right up to there, possibly. So it goes right up to here, and then possibly all the way back. We make that quite a big thing, because we're going to have quite a lot of staff. We've got 179 staff. Obviously not all here at the same time, because they're split between the 2 shifts, but we need to accommodate lots of people who might want to come and have a break. So I think, yeah, let's make that nice and big, shall we? Although, are we setting ourselves up for a bit of a fall later on when we then go, okay, let's try and build a massive department around here. And then we go, oh, it's all kind of crammed in, I can't do it. Is it better to put it over here, possibly? Although that's not quite as in the middle as over here. Do you know what? I think that'll be okay. That'll be okay. I mean, really, I'd like to get one of these departments in. Hang on. What we could do is have a look at that. So, internal medicine department needs a clinic and all the other stuff that we've seen. So, diagnostic unit, on-call rooms, wards, high dependency, all that kind of stuff. Does cardiology need the same sort of thing? Yes, it does. And what about neurology? It needs the same sort of thing again. So, I don't think we're going to fit those 3 new departments on this floor. I just can't see it fitting. I can't see it working. I mean, that's how big infectious diseases is. And that, I mean, it does have these kind of big isolation room things, but that's like that's like high dependency. That takes up that much room. So maybe, oh, now I'm thinking that might not be a good place for it. So if we got this in, because a few people have said internal medicine is quite good. If we get that in, it's going to say take up that much room. So maybe it should go here. Maybe we should put the cafeteria over there possibly and fill in like that gap there. And then we can just put other stuff around here, little bits and bobs. I don't know, we can put along there, but something useful. Maybe that's what we do. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know what the answer is. Delete that though. That can clear off. Hang on a minute. Go back to the cafeteria. I mean, can they just go straight in? Maybe they could just go straight into the cafeteria and we just have it like that. And that elevator can just go straight in for a lovely bit of food. And we just make sure that the public know to not go into this bit because it's a staff cafeteria. Maybe we could do that. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? That'd be okay. Do you know what? That's what we're doing. It might be a terrible idea and that might be way too big. But you know what? We've got loads of money. We're very good at wasting money. So let's do that, shall we? So, yeah, we want to then nip down here because, yeah, of course, we're in admin land. So they're all kind of sort of light orangey colour. But what colour do you want the cafeteria walls? Hang on. So go to here, look. And we'll grab... where are we? Grab Dripper Drop, say, that wall. But put the walls back up. We don't want it looking like that. What do we want it looking like? Maybe just with a nice sort of middle coloured stripe? That might be okay. That might be quite nice. Yeah, okay. We'll go for that, please. So, right, we shall have all 4 walls. We're going to make a massive cafeteria. And boom. Done. Okay, so that lift goes straight in. I suspect maybe people might just... hang on, we need to unblock the door. But that's fine. Oh, no, it worked. It worked. It's all good. So, I mean, I suspect people might use it to then just, you know, kind of make their way through to other bits. But that's okay. That's okay. Unless, do you know what? If people are going to keep bringing in patients, it's not going to look very good, is it? If they keep bringing patients into the cafeteria to move them around. I've just had a thought as well. If they're going to take the easiest route, like, you know, the path of least resistance, they might possibly bring, you know, deceased people... bodies up in this elevator through the cafeteria over to pathology, which I don't think we should allow. I think that's probably a very bad idea. So maybe for now, let's just get a generic wall and we'll just put a little corridor like that. And then if we just go and drip a drop that wall. Nope, that's not what I wanted to drip a drop at all. That one there, thank you. And then, yeah, we'll just sort of, we'll draw that on like that. And that'll be okay. That can be our cafeteria. That is okay. I'm happy with that. That's all fine. That's plenty big enough as well, I think. And then we can have a corridor going along there. So I want to get rid of that wall there. I mean, what do we do with this? What do we do with that? Do we make that yellow? I think we have to make it yellow, don't we? Because that's part of the admin department. It has to be kind of that colour wall. So, do you know what? We shall do that. That's very good. And hang on, back over here. So drag that down like that. We'll keep that like that. And that like that. It's got some exciting multicoloured walls going on. It's very exciting over here. And then, because that kind of is like sort of admin flooring, we shall grab that. And we'll put that there. And then we'll go back over here. And that can be the sort of... yellowy flooring bit. So now we get to zone out another corridor over here, which is very good. So admin gets its second corridor, and then we need to get that set up. We need that room to be all set up. I mean, yeah, I think we get possibly a couple of doors in. So we get a door in front of the elevator to make it nice and easy, and then possibly one there and one there. Are we going to want doors over here? We don't quite know what's going on in this part of the world yet. Don't really know what's going to be over there. So maybe at the minute, we put some doors there, maybe a door there and a door there. Maybe don't have doors leading directly out to a pathology, because that might be a little bit morbid, I would say. And also a bit grim at the minute, because nobody's cleaning it. So hang on, we'll go and sort that out as well. I won't forget. So I think, yeah, floors. Let's pop into here. What flooring do we want? I mean, there's plenty of options, isn't there? What do we go for? With a lovely stripe? I'm not such a fan of the stripy floors. How about we go for something similar to that? That's quite nice, isn't it? Just go for the laminate flooring. It's okay. Like that, look. Laminate flooring. $1,800 on that. That's wonderful. Right, doors. That's going to help quite a bit. Let's get some doors. What shall we have? Should we have some exciting doors? Glass doors. That might be quite nice. Get some lovely glass doors coming quick. Double glass doors. That's very fancy. Okay, so we'll have double glass doors as you get out of the elevator. You get out of the lift and you can go straight through the lovely double glass doors. And then how about we have some on that side? Like that for now. Just in the middle. Yeah, okay, that'll do. And then in here, I mean, this is way too big. It's massive, but that's fine. We've got $171,000. What could possibly go wrong? So across the back here, we're just going to have loads of the meal counter things. Loads and loads and loads. It says two. Two meal counters, it says there. Do we get two for the price? I'm a bit confused because it did say two meal counters, but now it just says... Now it's just back down to one. That's a bit weird. So we'll have loads of those across the back there like that. And then they can just take their pick from one of many delicious meals. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Is that possibly slightly too many? What does a cafeteria counter do? What does that do? Oh, hang on. Well, how does that work with these? Because I've already got... There's the slidey bit where you have your tray. I mean, where do you put your trays? Hang on. Where's the bit where the trays go? Ooh, tasty sandwiches. Lovely. Very nice. Okay, how about then, instead of having it like that, why don't we make it a little bit different and have it kind of... Oh, we can't have it backing onto each other. So why can't we have it like that? Oh, because they are in the way. Okay, right, that makes sense. So we'll have it sort of like that, and they can back onto each other, and then it makes it look a little bit more interesting, I think. Like that. So we'll grab these, put them like this. I like the way how we've got a massive pile of money. I'm frittering it away on trivial things like this. But there you go. 'Tis the Geek Cupboard way. Right, so like that. That's quite good. And then we do need a place where all the donuts can go. And all the fancy sandwiches and that kind of stuff. So maybe all that should go across the back there. Because yeah, we can't put it on the meal counters. Because that's these. Have we got anywhere else we could put them? Anywhere else? Do you know, we need to get some dining tables in anyway. Maybe we could have drinks in that corner. And then we could just have, so dining table, a bit like that, look. So arrange it like this. So that one's going to get in the way of the door. Oh, that's not good. Hang on, move it back a bit. Move it back a bit. We need to get at least another 4 of those in. At the very least, I would have thought we need that. So there's 6 lovely tables. And then we can have one like that. And then possibly have some more kind of down like that, possibly. That one there does look a little bit lonely now. But then if we put that there, it's a little bit odd. But that is the best way to do it, I think. Okay, hang on. That's what we'll do. We'll do that like that, look. And we'll just take these doors out. Or we'll put a single door so you walk through the middle. Or do we twist it? Oh, now I don't know what I'm doing. I've got too many options and there's too many exciting things. And we haven't even got the donuts in yet. Let's maybe think about how you would naturally do this. So you'd come in through a door and you'd go over to one particular bit. You'd get your tray and then you'd go and get some food. So maybe we'd have a little bit. I mean, yeah, what can we put? Can we put anything on these cafeteria counters? So can we put the donuts? Yes, we can. Okay, so things like the donuts can go on there. Right, what else can go on the cafeteria counters? Can we put cutlery on them? Yes, we can put cutlery on the tables. Oh, that's wonderful. The daily menu can go on the wall beside the door. Yeah, I'm very tempted to get rid of that door. I'm very tempted to maybe put a single door in just here, possibly. Well, that's still going to be in the way a bit. But I think that might help out quite a bit, unless we turn everything round. We can put things on those. So I think you're going to come in, and maybe over here then, we have drinks. Maybe we've got slightly too many of these. So hang on a minute. Bin that one, bin that one, bin that one, bin that one. It's fine. We've got loads of money. It's all good. 165 grand. We're not wasting it. Right. That can go there. That can go just there. Right. So then I think we'll have... We need to get some more daily menus around the place. But I think, yes, if we on the left have drinks. So can we put the fancy coffee machine on one of these? Yes, we can. Right. Okay, so these things are actually quite good. Well, the cafeteria counters are pretty useful. So if we say over here, look, so have 4 of those like that. And then by the doors as you come in, of course, we're going to have some lovely plants. We'll have 1 like that and 1 like that. That apparently renders these unreadable or something. Okay, that's a bit weird. Right, go back to here then. So how about then, yeah, we have the coffee machine and the coffee machine. I know there's not a tea machine. It's a little bit sad. But yeah, we're not going to have the coffee vending machine and the tea vending machine because that's just nonsense. But we will have that. And then we'll have juice and juice there. So coffee and juice. So that's your kind of drink corner just there. But we could put some more drink things in because people might just want a lovely glass of water from a water dispenser. So we could put one of those there and one of those there. Right, okay. I quite like that. And then coming down here, we could have the donuts and the sandwiches because we've got tasty sandwiches as well. So maybe we could put them along there. And fruit. There's kind of fruit trays as well. So that could be quite good. So let's maybe grab, I don't know, hang on. Have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or is that too many? Maybe that's too many. So we'll have, hang on a minute. How do we grab that? Move the donuts down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the donuts can go there. We'll have another lot of donuts on there. And then to start with, we'll have fruit. Because, you know, we're a hospital. So yeah, eat healthy, folks. But here's some donuts. And then over here, yes, tasty sandwiches. Lovely, delicious sandwiches. So you walk in. You go to your left if you come through this door. You grab yourself a drink. You've got a choice of coffee or other lovely kind of beverage. Also, it makes tea as well. We've got some lovely fruit juice there. Got some water over here. That's pretty good. Then we've got fruit. Tasty sandwiches. Not just regular sandwiches. No. Tasty sandwiches. A tasty refreshment, no less. And then donuts. And then here we've got the kind of hot food served up in the lovely kind of sort of serving tray things. Okay. I quite like that. And then we've got a bit of room down here where we're not really doing anything. We're not doing anything with this space over here. So I think then, get rid of that and get rid of that. Could we fit more tables in? Or do we turn the tables around so they're kind of facing this way and we might be able to fit more in and possibly keep the door? Oh, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I'm going to try and turn all the tables around. This might look terrible, but hang on a second. I mean, yeah, that's... We could put some like that. That wouldn't be bad, would it? Have some kind of longer tables. Sort of, you know, to make them a long, nice tables. You can sit with many people rather than just 4 people. So you could have that. And we can have individual tables as well. If you don't want to sit with people, if that's not your thing, we could kind of have it like that. Do you know what? This might make more sense. This might make a little bit more sense, mightn't it? So hang on. So we'll have those tables like that. And then maybe, hang on, shifty those out of the way. Shifty. We'll have some of these tables over here. Maybe if you want to sit on your own. Like that, possibly. So that can be if you want to sit on your own. And then over here, we could just have big long banks of these. Because that would work and that door can still remain. That seems to be okay. Yes. Okay, yeah, happy with that. I quite like that. You got a bit of room over here, that's fine. Right, so some more daily menus can go on either side of the things there, that's fine. We'll put the daily menu just there as well, and just there. And you know what? Let's put a few down here as well, at the end of each bank of things. There we go, money well spent. Right, fancy chairs. Oh no, there isn't kind of a yellowy colour. Okay, let's pick the blue because of Geek Cupboard Corporate Blue. Right, this might be quite expensive because the fancy chairs are 200 a piece, and we're going to be having quite a lot of these. Why don't we mix the colours up? So that one can have blue chairs, this one can have red chairs, and we'll just kind of, we'll mix it up from there. It's okay. Right, hang on. Let me go and place down many chairs. There we go, look, lots of lovely chairs in lots of different colours, and over on the individual tables, they've each got a different coloured chair as well. So there we go, that's all that set up. Now, how is this going to work? Are people just going to run in and start using the wonderful new canteen cafeteria type thing? Somebody's already coming in. Somebody's heard about this and they've gone, do you know what? I've heard about that new wonderful cafeteria that was, built at great expense to the hospital. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to use one of their water machines, because I hear their water machines are the most best at giving out all the bestest of all the waters. Come in and have some coffee or something. Come and have some tea, or take some food from this. Have a sit down, grab a tasty sandwich, have a banana. Don't just go to the water machine. Everyone can use them. Oh, look at it. Oh my word, it's rammed. Frank Walker is collapsing. Hopefully Frank Walker isn't collapsing because you lot are in here having lots of food. Oh, it's heaving in here. I mean, this is brilliant, but hopefully our patients aren't suffering. They're all having a sit down, lots of food. There's so many people. There are so many people in here. This is very good. Right, hang on. Put it down to normal speed. So it looks like, I would say, the green chairs are the most popular right now. The green chairs, very popular. Blue ones over here, sort of the dark bluish ones, not so much. I think a few people sat on the red and a few people sat on the blue. But yeah, these seats here, these are the popular ones. They're the ones that are going to wear out as soon. There you go, who's that on their own? Everything Trish, just sitting on her own. That's fine, just sitting on their own, having a think about things, just not really in the mood for a chat. Maybe they're on a busy day, just need to clear their mind a bit. Okay, who's over there on their own? We've got Clara over there, just having a little bit of a bite to eat. We've got people over here having a lovely chat. Yeah, the green seats are where it's at. The green seats are the popular seats. That's where the cool kids sit. So we've got Nova, Danielle Grace, Zauron, I think Dave. It's Dave. Dave Wee Hours is over there on the green seats as well, I think. So yeah, there we go. And now we're having a little bit of alone time. Is Theo there? Okay, right. That's worked out very well. I'm amazed at how busy that already is. I mean, we've got other places for them to eat, but there we go. A little kind of dedicated bit where our staff can go and have a proper tasty meal. With all that going on, I did sort of take my eye off the ball a bit with what was going on around the hospital, but it looks like things are going okay. So right now we've got 98% prestige. That's pretty good. If we could maintain that until tomorrow and not get any virus outbreaks, I think we'll be looking pretty good. Came down a bit to 95%. Where are we struggling? So pathology is struggling. That might be because it's filthy. Hang on, yes, I did forget about that. And the medical labs are also struggling as well. Hang on. Why are the medical labs still struggling? They're still having problems. So go to here, go to medical labs. We've got 2 people waiting for blood results from there. 1 person waiting for hexagon results from over there. And that's kind of it. Well, that doesn't seem that busy. That seems okay. That seems manageable. So I'm not quite sure why that's a bit of an issue. But, okay, never mind. Right you are. So I think, yeah, we do need to get this cleaned up. Although, somebody is cleaning it up. LD, the newly recruited LD, is now over here cleaning up pathology because pathology doesn't have its own dedicated cleaning person because not much happens over in pathology. We don't really get to do too much with it. So yeah, it seemed a bit weird to hire a janitor who was essentially going to do nothing all the time. So let's see what they get up to. So what are you doing, LD? I like the fact that you are cleaning another department. That is very good. Giving the floor a good scrub around here in pathology. And then you've kind of... Oh no, you're still going. You're now cleaning over in radiology. But there is a little spot of... You're keeping it very clean. There is a bit of a spot of blood over in the pathology room. Now you're cleaning over here. And you had a donut. Wonderful stuff. There is a little bit... Oh, now cleaning back in here again. And now I don't know where you're going now. Okay, right, never mind. You clean the blood over there. There is a little spot of blood over there by the sort of autopsy table, whatever that is, morgue slab thing. Oh, hang on. 8 o'clock. Right, down to 124 grand. How did we look in terms of money today? So building, we spent $29,000, almost $30,000. Okay, got to rein that in. Got to rein it in a little bit. But yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I think we've done all right with that. So how much do we make? I mean, yeah, look at that. Infectious diseases, as troublesome as it is, when it's working quite well, it does make quite a lot of money. That's very good. Emergency makes good money in the clinic, not so much in hospitalisation. Got a huge pile of money from general surgery, which does make me think that possibly, yes, we should get ourselves that set up. Internal medicine, I think, would be quite good. And over here does look like a pretty good place for it to go. Lots of elevators, lots of ways in, lots of room to build big wards, bit of space over here. It's next to where we could put down a couple more sort of operating lounges. So that does seem like a really good place for it. But yeah, I don't want to do it now. Hang on, let me go and see if the Wheel of Names website is back up and running. It might have just been a temporary sort of blip when I went to check. Let me go and see if it's actually back up and working again, or if it's still having a little bit of a wobble. Okay, no, the wheelofnames.com website is still having a little bit of a moment. So never mind, we won't hire any more people, I think. But what we could do is we could plan out the internal medicine department. We could work out where it's all going to go. And I do think over here is pretty good. It's got very good access with the elevators and a lot of room. So I think maybe we get that set up over here. It's going to be a little bit like that, I imagine. It's going to be a little bit like this. So we've got all that room to build it in. So maybe the main reception could be sort of over here. And then we could have wards over here and a big ward down there. Because look, we could have a corridor coming, say, down here, a big room at the end, and then we could have a ward along here. Just a big, long ward, maybe high dependency, I don't know, but a great big ward along there, and then have the middle bit over here. I think that could be quite good. Hang on, what have we got to do? So we need a clinic setting up first, and then we need the hospitalisation side of things. Okay, so how can we fit this in? I mean, I'm thinking if we have a corridor coming in like that, because I do like a nice corridor, so that can come round the corner. There is potential for a tiny cleaning closet just there. That would be enough. That would be sufficient. It's very small, but it will do, and it fills that gap in quite well. So down here, what could we have? We're going to want the clinic stuff over here. So if people are coming up, say, in this elevator, they come up here, come up in the lift, what can we do? So I like having a reception. I do like having a reception, because I think that does help out quite a bit. The only thing is, yeah, maybe we do keep those walls there. Maybe we keep those walls there, and then we have access to over here with big kind of biohazard doors. Just to really reinforce the point that over here are viruses, like the plague, so don't go through them, please. So maybe we could do that. So I think you come through here, and maybe over here you could have, hang on, 1, 2, 3. So over there you could have a sort of a mini reception area. That's okay. And then we could have a waiting room, sort of maybe along here like this, possibly. And then we can have a corridor type thingamajig. Oh, hang on. We're going to have to work out where that's going to go attaching to that at some point. And then, yeah, we probably need 3 of these, because 3 of the little sort of clinic rooms does seem to be the golden number. That does work very well. The only thing is, where can they go? Where could they possibly go? Because we can't get it over there. How big have they got to be? How big are these? Because that seems to be a good size. So 7 by 5. Where could we fit many of those? Hang on, how big's that? That's 8 by 1. Maybe they could be 8 by 5, possibly. Could they go along here? Hang on. So 8 by 5. And is that going to work? Okay, that might potentially work. So that's where we can fit 3 of those in. Although now we have a great big load of room over here, which isn't doing anything at all. What can we do with that? Or do we put the clinic down here, possibly? Should that rest, so the waiting area go over here? Oh, now I'm just dithering. Okay, hang on a minute, hang on. So if we have the waiting room here. So that's okay. So put the waiting room there. That's, do you know what? Add another couple of bits on. That's okay. So that's quite big. And then across here, we can have 7 by 5. So 7 by 5, and then 7 by 5. And then, do you know what? 7 by 5. And we'll make the waiting area kind of match toward the end of that. That's fine. So there we go. So you come up, go to reception, then you go to here to have a little sit down and a wait. There are the doctor's rooms. So we can get rid of that bit and that bit and that bit and that bit. So that will complete the clinic at least. That'll be okay for the clinicy bit. So that's where the cleaning closet is. That's your reception. Wait there. 3 of those. Okay, so that's fine. But then we need to figure out where we put the rest of the stuff. So down here, maybe down here we have the sort of the break rooms and such. Maybe we can have a bathroom down here possibly. And various other bits and bobs. We might need a corridor coming in across here. Oh no. Okay, maybe we make one of those a bit bigger. Just because otherwise it looks a bit weird. And then if we had... I'll sort the corridors out in a bit because I know they're a bit wonkaloids right now. If we did that, how big is that bit there? That's 5 by 1. That's very small. That's not going to work, I don't think. I mean, how big is that? That's 9. That's better. That's better. So that could be a ward, possibly. We could have a regular ward kind of along there like that. Because that can fit lots of beds in. High dependency might need to be in the same kind of thing. So sort of along like that. Maybe high dependency. But then what can go along here? What can go along in these very thin little bits here? We've got cardiography that's 5 by 4. That's possibly going to be a bit of a push. 5 by... But you can make them big that way. You could make these things big in that direction, like that. You can make them quite long like that. Cardiography even on that one. So that might be okay. And then you could have, say, a restroom over there. A little bit of a corridor as you come out to here. The corridors are all over the place in it. But again, we get the idea. And then maybe... I know they've got a great big cafeteria just there. But, yeah, a little common room... If they don't want to go and have a great big meal, they could just go and have a little sit down in the corner, or maybe swap those round. Got a room over here for something. Maybe have a diagnostic unit just there. And then we've got a great big load of room over here. What do we put in there? Maybe some more operating lounges in the heart of the hospital. That might help, because we've got all these kind of things in now. We need the on-call room and the nurses' station. But I mean, they could, I suppose, fit over here, possibly. So if we had, say, that there and that there, as an idea, that might be okay. And then, yeah, we could fit another set of those in over there, possibly. Maybe that's what we do. We do want a lounge, though. We do want a nice lounge for people to wait in while they go and see their loved ones. I mean, that could kind of go round this corner, possibly. A little bit like that, round the edge of the elevator or whatever. Okay. So it could be a bit like that. It's a little bit slapdash right now, but possibly like that. So clinic there, kind of facilities at that end, and then we've got some of the specialist rooms just there, and then the wards over here. And they look like relatively big wards. Yeah, they should be okay. They should be okay. So hopefully that's enough. Hopefully that will allow that to get set up. And then, yeah, we could put then at least another one of the operating lounges in here, possibly, if we wanted to make sure we've got plenty of them available when we have big piles of money to allow us to do that kind of stuff. But there we go. I think with that done, with that kind of loosely planned out, I would say, kind of, in light pencil, shall we say, with that kind of done, I think we will finish things up for now, although I am just going to go and sort that out because that will irritate me for a long time. So hang on, bring that round and bring that through to there. They're down to one corridor. There we go. That looks a bit better. That looks a bit better. And of course, we do need one running through the middle there as well. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. That's going to grate on my nerves as well. Waiting room. And that one room at the end can be a little bit bigger. There you go. The doctor who gets that room gets a slightly bigger room. They get bragging rights for their fancy office. And with that done, I think we'll now finish up. So next time when we come back, we might well try and get this in. I think we could get that in. We could get another new department, see if it works well. Hopefully the wheel of names will be back up and running so we can hire more people and we can name them properly and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think we've done okay. Kind of fixed a few gaps around the place, replaced some beds, put in a new diagnostic room over there, done various little bits and bobs that needed doing, I feel, just to kind of, patch things up a bit. We still haven't done anything with that space over there. Not quite sure what we were going to do with that. I mean, we could make an extension of the the intensive care ward, I suppose. Could make a little bit more over there. But yeah, we'll figure that out at some other point. I think for now, that's sort of ticking over okay. So when we come back, we might run it on a bit just to try and get some money in. And then, yes, we shall build ourselves a fancy new internal medicine department, which is all very exciting indeed. So, yes, plenty to do when we come back. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Project Hospital. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. These people are eating the tables. They're just devouring the tables. They're so hungry. There's no atmosphere at all. Were you sat in the car park? Are you sure you came to the right place? Mein Knien staan in brand. If you want to order meatballs made of snails, you need to be really certain about this.